A very warm welcome to Money Petrol Conversations. Sidh NC from QnA International is with us. Sidh, for Money Petrol's audience that wants to know more about QnA International. So as a founder and managing director, could you please introduce your company and yourself?
Sure. I represent QnA International. QnA stands for Quality and Assurance. We are specialized in organizing very, very high-end B2B events, conferences, business forums, especially in the Middle East. And then we have a few projects happening in different parts of the world. Our main markets are GCC. And of course, we are active in travel and tourism, HR, finance, technology, investments. Heading up the global expansion is what I look at. And then, we have a strong team of close to about 55 members who are part of the organization. Working on elevating the whole experience during our B2B events.
So what has been the business performance so far for QnA International?
We have seen a great upward trajectory from the business community. Now we've seen a lot more organizations from around the world who are willing to explore, to do business with the Middle Eastern clientele. They want to set their footprint into the market. They want to raise brand awareness here in the region, in the Middle East. So that's a good sign. So the business has been doing really well because Middle East is our core market, where we are connecting the global markets with Middle East.
So now that we're talking about Saudi Arabia, which is also one of the topics of today's conversation, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has emerged of late as a very, very luxurious market for travelers. Now, I want your take on this emerging market and how QnA International intends to take it further.
We are active in GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, predominantly in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. But through our projects in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, we bring delegations from around the world. We are also active in hosting one of the biggest projects in the world. It's called DWP Congress, which is again focused on luxury wedding tourism. So that's something we've been organizing for the last 12 years. Now it's happening in Aqaba, Jordan, on 7th and 9th of October.
Sidh, for my young audience that wants to know about the MICE events industry, I want you to explain everything about MIC or the MICE events industry in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And my second question at the same time is, how are the planners planning? How are the destination planners planning to target the high net worth individuals in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as far as MICE events industry is concerned?
That's a fantastic question. If we have noticed in the recent years, the government of Saudi Arabia is heavily encouraging not just the economic diversification, but domestic tourism. So they are building large-scale giga-projects to not just provide the tourism for the local Saudi community, but also the international community to come and explore what Saudi has to offer. So the Saudi MICE groups are, they're known for extended stays. They look at a week, 2 weeks, or even a month when they're traveling domestically or even internationally. They have a significant, increased per capita expenditure. Of course, they love spending time and remuneration on food and beverage, the retail experience, and other unique experiences. So what we've noticed is Saudi is a very, very relationship-driven business. The key pillar to attract the MICE business from Saudi Arabia or within Saudi Arabia is strengthening diplomatic and business ties with local community in Saudi Arabia, where offering destinations long-term partnership potential is far beyond just a single event that the Saudi travel groups are experiencing. Plus, the Saudi travel patterns is also such that it can fill in the occupancy in off-shoulder hours or off-shoulder timing, because there are certain periods which are peak when it comes to summer, but Saudi travelers, they wouldn't mind traveling to Europe or the United States during winter time as well. So it kind of fills in the gap for global markets to tap into what Saudi has to offer. But with that said, the global market has to have the cultural nuances as part of their offering, which is non-negotiable, because it includes the privacy, the prayer spaces, halal cuisine, and gender segregated amenities, and at times when there is a request from Saudi luxury travelers. So, of course, the Saudi would like to have something much more exclusive. So standard offerings by global markets to tap into Saudi travelers, it's just not enough. They prefer unique, once in a lifetime experiences, whether it's a venue or private viewing or customized experience for local culture. So these are the elements that can be integrated with the whole offering. So of course, because Saudi travelers are well versed, the expectation is for a seamless experience when it comes to the logistics and other processes when it comes to visas, the private transfers, dedicated handlers. So yeah, there's a lot to learn from Saudi as a market, and which is one of the core intent of us hosting the Kingdom Business Luxury Travel Congress, where on one end we are trying to create a platform for global business community to do business with Saudi corporates and agencies, but at the same time, for the global markets also to have an understanding of where Saudi stands and what is it that the Saudi as a market is looking for.
So, Sid, do you personally believe that this is going to be a big turning point in the travel and tourism history of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the year 2025?
Yeah, definitely, yes. Because with Saudi government announcing the Expo 2030 in Saudi Arabia, it's a milestone now which will focus on global attention and also solidifying the kingdom's position on a global stage. So this event, which is Expo 2030, will go through a huge ongoing economic transformation, will unleash a new wave of outbound travelers, from Saudi Arabia, where they would want to travel the world either on business or leisure to have that international exposure. But when it comes to attracting these, Saudi affluent travelers, whether it's through MICE or luxury travel, the hyper-personalization is very much needed by the global community. Multi-generational families, when they travel together, they look for a unique experience, unique itinerary. Female travelers and young entrepreneurs in Saudi Arabia who, because Saudi is also helping empower the startup community. So a lot of youth who are coming up with some brilliant ideas are scaling up the business, and suddenly they are looking for global exposure. So there is so much more to tap into Saudi Arabia. So yes, it's going to be a game-changing point where Saudi is also aggressively moving towards achieving Vision 2030, at the same time creating a very conducive, inclusive culture in Saudi Arabia so that they can welcome the global markets with an open arm.
Sid, you have spoken in detail about the MICE events industry and the inbound travel market for Saudi Arabia. Suppose we have to talk about the outbound travel. Now, how are the planners planning to attract the outbound travelers from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Your take on this, please.
The local knowledge is very important. So I would strongly recommend the global community to travel to Saudi Arabia to experience what Saudi is right now and at its best. So I would strongly recommend for global vendors to fly down to Saudi Arabia, engage with the local destination management companies, influencers, business chambers. So basically, an endorsement from such authorities is going to give a positive image than just an international campaign. The global vendors or suppliers should also focus on curating a very unique experience, whether it's a museum tours or arranging meeting with local authorities or providing a cultural immersions as the whole experience. These are a few of the elements that the Saudi affluent travelers would love to have as part of their itinerary. Of course, investing in the visa process, offering a a luxury concierge, which is Arabic friendly, who can speak the language or ensure cultural competency training in the frontline staff in hotels and retail outlets. This could be a holistic experience which will encourage more and more Saudi travelers to fly into their destination.
Sid, my last question for you now. If you could please explain the fourth edition of KLBT Congress in Riyadh and how this is going to shape the conversations all around the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Well, it's been a continued effort for the last 4 years to provide a greater understanding of what Saudi market is through a conference agenda that has been curated over 2 days. And plus, we have one-to-one meeting platform where the global vendors can come and meet the affluent corporates and also travel agencies in Saudi Arabia so that they can build relationship. Through the high-level conference agenda, we are trying to bring together the corporates, the travel buyers, the government visionaries, and world's leading luxury travel providers for direct and meaningful dialogue. The Congress is also designed as a transactional platform where the destinations or providers can present their offering directly to the source, where they can build that face-to-face interaction and meaningful partnership, which is what's going to result into business. Our agenda is not just about providing data and insights into Saudi Arabia, but also providing a platform which can help businesses from different parts of the world who are longing to work or build relationship with Saudi travel community. It's a perfect platform because within 2 days, they're able to meet some of the biggest agencies, corporates, and also government representatives during the program itself. So what we're basically doing is, by hosting the event in Saudi Arabia, we're trying to show the world what Saudi is, the new Saudi. We are allowing the global community to witness this transformation firsthand, which is going to build a long-lasting confidence and the markets to be ready to embrace Saudi as one of the most important markets in the world.
Thank you, Sidh NC, for speaking very exclusively to Money Petrol.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having us. And we're looking forward to contributing as much as we can in Saudi Arabia and connect the world to Saudi Arabia.
Sidh NC, co-founder and managing director of QnA International, was in conversation with us. Thanks for watching.